Radio Legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we're back again with another banger. And so a lot of people had asked where this actual video went. So this is the video of where I went and done a video of the map. So Melbourne Assessment Prison. And so some footage I got on there seemed to got some people inside that prison, up the wrong way. So we've readjusted that, and I think you guys will have a bit of a laugh at the way I've actually readjusted it, because it's just plain and obvious what I'd done. So what had happened was I was actually showed a couple of officers on there, but also the staff car park. So I have fixed that. So the map video is back up, and here we go.
All I have in this world is my laws, my word, and I don't break them for long.
Rightio, so we're going to check out the map. So the map is on Spencer Street in Melbourne. So the map is the Melbourne Assessment Prison, and this is where they send everybody to get their classification and everything like that. So we're almost up on it now. So this is the map here. So as you can see, it's like right on the road. So like they are the cells up there, and they get locked in at 4 o'clock, so they're probably in there right now. So you can see, right, this is the road there, and that's the cells there. So they're all the cells up there. So that's unit 3, I believe, that unit there. So what's the time? Let's see if people are in there or not. Yeah, they'd be in there now. So I'll tell you a funny story from a little while back. So I was in this unit here, which is unit 3, and as you can see, the tram stops right there. So I knew I was looking at about 10 years, and in my mind, I'm trying to think of, ways I can get out, and I was literally in one of those cells right there. And so as you can see, the tram stops pretty close, and so my idea was I was going to get a snatch strap, like a 4-wheel drive snatch strap, and tie a few of them together, and then the idea was to put it around the bars in the window, put the other end on the tram, and the tram would drive off and obviously rip the window out. That was my plan, although I couldn't find anyone crazy enough to do that for me, so we didn't do that. So you can see it's a few stories. So I was going to bring my drone for some B-roll footage, and turns out you can't drive the drone around here. So I will tonight find some drone footage on the internet. But this here's unit 2, right? So this unit behind me here, this is unit 2, right? So I have been in that unit, and people, even in unit 3 as well. So you generally go to unit 2, and this is the unit where everyone generally goes to. And yeah, so I've been in there looking out my window, and yeah, people get their girlfriends or wives or whatever to come and show their boobies at the window, and all the boys are banging up, you know. Oh. So as you can see, them buildings up there are fairly new, do you know what I mean? They never used to be there. And so back in the day, in this exact spot where we are right now, so as you can see, the road's right there next to the wall. That used to be the yard, right? So you used to be able to access that yard from the gym. And so on this day, a certain very high-ranked POW member and another certain high-ranked POW member who's no longer with us. So one of them was locked up in here behind that wall, and so there was works going on around here, somewhere around here, and there was a crane. And so what they did was they actually stole the crane, they drove it all the way down here, and the plan was to like get them over the fence and like fucking just like rip them out from over the fence with the crane. And so obviously they got caught in the act. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. And like I said, very, very high ranked fucking POW members. So yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. He's going. So yeah, this is where everyone goes, right? You can't go to prison in Victoria without going through this place right here. So this is, yeah, Melbourne Assessment Prison. I've seen some crazy, crazy stuff happen here too. So you got to think, right? This is the first prison where people get to when they're taken off the street. So everyone's fucking scattered or hanging out from their fucking heroin or opiate drugs. And so everyone's all over the fucking joint, you know? And yeah, so I've seen some crazy shit happen here. I've seen this young kid, must have been about 18, I reckon. And so anyway, this female screw had been like paying out on him all day, and like continually to pay out on him and stuff. And so on this day, and this was in Unit 7, which is called, what's it called again? Oh, anyway, Unit 7. And so anyway, on this particular day, it was muster time, and she was riding him on muster. And so he waited for her to get to his cell to lock the door, and he literally just teed off on her. And this is what I mean. This is why you don't want to go to prison, because like people just do not care. And like, you know, usually, you know, they say that women and children are off bounds, but the screws are enemies, and that's how a lot of people see it. Although a lot of people see it would never ever harm a screw, but others would, you know. So, but yeah, Melbourne Assessment Prison. So I used to, so they don't do these mops and mop buckets anymore. But yeah, you used to be able to get some mad shanks out of the mop buckets here. So as soon as you get here, just bang, go straight to your cell, smash it open, and yeah, you got yourself a shank from the roller, inside one of the rollers, you know. There's got a screw coming up here. We'll see if he wants to have a chat. He's on the phone. But yeah, Melbourne Assessment Prison, this is him. So everyone has to go through here. Like I said, you get your classification depending on your charges, depending on what you've done in the past and whatnot. But this is where everyone goes to get their classification done. And then from here, once you see Class O or SMU they call it, they will send you where they see fit. So yeah. How you going, mate?
Alright, mate.
What's it like working at a prison?
As it's moment.
Do you mind? I've got a video going here.
Ah.
Yeah, so I do YouTube, and I spent half of my life in prison, but I turned my life around and helped young kids and young men get away from that life, and I've spent many years in here. But yeah, I just thought I'd ask you, what's it like working in a prison?
Alright.
Yeah. So generally the blokes in here will be, you know, courteous and respectful, unless they're treated disrespectfully, you know.
Pretty much.
And plus, not only that, other blokes would be pissed off if they made the yard red hot and done something silly like hurt a worker.
They all get grumpy.
That's right, mate, you know what I mean?
That's alright, it's good.
Yeah, I know, that's cool, mate.
Pays the bills, that's about it.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Job's a job, isn't it?
No worries.
Have a good day, brother.
You too.
So yeah, right there you can see that's the cells right there. And so there'll be people in them cells right now. Like I said, that's Unit 3. Or that might be Unit 4. Someone's yelling out. Oh no. So yeah, the units of the cells are pretty close. So yeah, they'll all be locked in now. So MRC like Barwon, you get locked in at 4 o'clock. So you usually get your lunch and whatnot around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Your dinner, I mean. And yeah, you're locked in at 4 o'clock, and then you're not let out until 8 o'clock the next morning. So Barwon's exactly the same as that as well. We'll go back around and I'll see. So also I'll tell you another funny story, right? So what you can't see is that there's only 2 stories there behind us, but there's actually like a few stories underground there as well, and you can't see that. But it's basically a big square, right? And it's built so helicopters can't land in there. So that's how it was built. But I can remember, like in the early 2000s, so these apartment buildings there. So I reckon 7 out of 10 times that I came here, there was this one apartment building up there that every single time, like because the yard's open, everyone can come out into the yard at the same time. And this one house, every single time I was there, so this man and this woman used to get it on the balcony, and then the woman used to come out naked, and yeah, knowing damn well that you know, everyone's watching, so pretty cool.
It is kind of like an illusion, but I predict.
So yeah, I wouldn't even know, but I'd imagine that's where the visitors have to enter there. I've never visited myself in there, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, how crazy is it how close everything is to the, you can see how far, like how close it is, you know? So crazy. There'd be people looking out their windows right now going, fuck, freedom, how good's freedom? Oh yeah, another crazy story, so I'll show you. If you can see, I don't know what it's called now, it's had about 17,000 different names, but that stadium over there, So this one time, I think it was 2009, I was locked up and AC/DC was playing live there, and it was the best. It was like having a front row seat. Well, not a front row seat, but it was like being there. It was pretty good, and we could hear the whole concert. It was pretty good. So yeah, it was pretty mad. But yeah, the story with the crane, that's a good one, and I reckon a lot of people wouldn't even know that, you know what I mean? But as you can see, the police station's just over there. Yeah, so that is the map. Melbourne Assessment Prison. We'll take a walk up here, and what I'll show you is Judy Lazarus. So what Judy Lazarus is, so that's like a release place. So like, say for instance, if you've just like served a big sentence or whatever, they send you from prison to Judy Lazarus, right? So it's still classed as a prison, but when you go there, you're allowed to go out during the day, so you can leave at like 7 o'clock in the morning and you can come back at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You can go out and get a job, and yeah, they'll put like 75% of your pay away every day, so when you get out, you've got money to get out too. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good idea, but the truth is, the criteria to get into Judy Lazarus is insane, and like people, it's really hard. I remember when I done my 9 years, I was trying to get to there, but yeah, because I was on non-association, because I was involved with the bike club at the time, yeah, they wouldn't even parole me to Victoria, so I had to get paroled to Queensland because I was on non-association. God knows what they thought I was going to do, but yeah, they didn't want me doing it, whatever it was. All right, we're losing light at a rate of knots. Yeah, so you can see, like that, the square building is where the cells and stuff are. I don't know what that new building is there. If anyone knows, let me know what that new building is, because it wasn't there last time I was there. Well, this is Judy Lazarus, so... Hey lads, are you from Judy Lazarus in here?
Yeah.
So I do YouTube, yeah. I've done like nearly 14 years myself, yeah. All in Victoria here. And yeah, I'm just doing a fucking video on the map and Judy Lazarus. I was just telling people, you know, how hard it is to get into Judy Lazarus, but what they let you allowed to do. So do you mind saying a quick word for YouTube?
I'm not allowed.
Oh, you're not allowed? Oh, I won't put you on then. But yeah, I heard you say that you just done a 10K run, so you know, you can hear that they've got a bit of freedom here, but the criteria to get in here is pretty hard, you know? So yeah, they're obviously not allowed to film, and I don't want to get them in trouble either, so hang on, we've got a screw over here. We'll see if she wants to talk. Excuse me, miss. Do you work in here?
Prison?
Yeah.
Yes.
So this video is rolling. You're not on the camera. I'm not going to put you on there. So I used to do prison. I've done nearly 14 years myself. I've turned my life around. I've got a YouTube channel where I help youth and young men try and turn their life around. And so I guess I just want to ask you one question. You don't have to be on camera, but I'm trying to explain to people how crazy prison is today with all the ice and stuff, and like it's different than it was 15, 20 years ago. It's all right, they can't, the camera's on me.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of a way to put it that doesn't sound bad. It is really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know about what it was like when you were, but Like, we've got so many precautions to stop people from getting it into the prison, but
Yeah.
they're still managing to do it.
Yeah, and
So-
it's massive now, isn't it?
Yeah, like, we've had to ban people from coming in for visits because they've been trying to smuggle it in.
Yeah.
People putting fake pregnancy bellies on because we can't x-ray them when they're pregnant.
Wow, fake pregnancy bellies.
Yeah, so
Damn.
it happens.
So you can't X-ray them when they're pregnant.
So every visitor gets an x-ray for body scan, and if they refuse, then we can refuse to do a visit of them. And if they do an x-ray and it comes up that they're hiding something, we're legally allowed to strip search them if they want to continue
With the visit, yeah. I remember that was the way when I used to go, and if you refused the strip search, you're then banned for a certain amount of time.
And we can call the police.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy how much it's still getting in there.
Yeah. Do you mind me asking this, and you don't have to answer this, but what do you find it's like today working as a female in a male's prison? I know when I left, the last time I was in prison was 2021, but I was a motorcycle club member and everything, and but I know that back then it was when the ice was getting really bad and the female officers were getting treated pretty bad.
Look, we still get treated pretty badly, but
Yep.
it is a lot better than what you would think. We do have a lot more respect these days
Yep.
in some cases, but then you've got people that just don't do that.
A shit. That's right. Yeah.
It's the heavies that are inside that are doing years.
That's right.
That want to treat this place like a home.
That's right.
They've got nowhere else to go because a lot of the guys in here, if they've been sentenced, they stay.
Sorry. That's all right.
They stay here if they've been sentenced and they've got enemies in other
That's right. Yeah.
places.
And like an EWP can stay here as well, can't they?
Exactly.
Essential worker prisoner.
Exactly. So in that scenario, if they're heavy and they're housed here and they see disrespect for officers in general, but female officers, they politely, I'm going to say politely because you know it's not.
Yeah, so the old school crooks will definitely don't appreciate it. So myself, we would never stand for it. I was actually saying that I actually seen, I think it was in 2003 or something, an 18-year-old kid attack a female officer. And so in my time, that like, so I wasn't obviously in that same unit, but like in my time, people 100% would have intervened on that.
Here?
Yeah, it was here, yeah.
I think I know exactly who you're talking about too.
Yeah.
And the way that went around, I don't know what happened leading up to it, but I know that she hasn't come back since.
Yeah, oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
And it's horrible, like it's like, you know, they're criminals, and it would be scary, like for people, you know, although you work around it, but when you're, you know, assaulted or something like that, it turns it up another level, doesn't it?
Yeah. I've been assaulted 15 months ago.
Yep.
And I've recently only just come to back to full-time work.
Yep.
And thankfully I haven't been in a scenario where I've had to use force because it was on my hands
Yep.
that I was assaulted and I had to have an operation on my hands.
Oh, wow.
Whereas thankfully I haven't had to use force. I'm pretty good at talking
Yeah. Yep.
down a situation.
Yep.
But I've seen people get assaulted and they're still not back at work, and they were assaulted at the same time as me, you know. They're physically scared of coming back.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Well, that's a testament to your bravery that you can come back and get back into it, you know.
Thankfully, I'm pretty okay with it. Like, I know it was an accident.
Yep.
The person that assaulted me apologised.
Okay, yep.
It was just he wasn't obeying a lawful order, and he was carrying on like a pork chop.
Yep.
And he kicked me, and I was hurt because of it.
Yep.
But then there's some people they'll be talking to you straight and they'll punch you.
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen
Yep.
it happen.
Yep.
And that's the scariest part. Is
Yeah.
You could have a normal conversation with someone and they can turn on you.
Just turn in an instant. That's right.
Especially because this is a prison that does assessments, as
Yeah.
you may know.
Yeah, and that's what I explained. So everyone's just coming off the street, so they're not in the right stable mind, and
They could have mental illnesses.
Yep.
They could be high on drugs. That
Yep.
could be causing.
so they're not even classified yet to know where they're at in their.
And we don't know much of their background. Like, if they've been homeless, living on the street, and they've got mental illnesses, we don't know.
You don't know.
what
That's
they've got.
right. Yep.
So that's the scariest part about this.
Yeah.
Like, the most dangerous unit to work in this place because
Yeah.
we don't know what they're like.
That's right.
So
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thank you. My YouTube page is called The Chaos Chronicles. So I will respect you. And as you can see, it's been on me the whole time. But I appreciate you having a chat with me. And yeah, like it's a very, like a testament to your bravery if you're going back after going through that. I know it would have been horrible. And
thank you.
yeah, like good luck with it. And you sound like a good officer. And you know what? There needs to be more of you out there. That's the truth.
Thank you, and congratulations for turning your life around.
Thank you so
Not many
much.
people do it.
No, they don't. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye. Well, there you go. As you can see right there. But yeah, that was nice. Nice of her to stop and have a chat. Content. Bloody content. So the assessment unit she's talking about is that unit right there. That's generally where everyone goes first. Or unit 1, which is like, so it goes, that's unit 2, and then it goes, unit 1 goes diagonally that way, and unit 3 is the one that's along the road on the other side. Well, there you go. I didn't think an officer would stop and talk to me, but they did. I'm glad. We're running out of light. But there you go. Thanks for having a chat to us before, mate.
No drama, mate.
Hey, it was you I was talking to, wasn't it? Yeah. One of the officers actually just stopped and had a chat to me, which was pretty good. I didn't think they would, but they did.
Nearly everyone in there, even the prisoners, some are bad, some are good.
Yeah, that's right. Most of them.
9% of them are good.
Well, this is what I say. They're usually good people that have made bad choices, you know? Well, there you go. Melbourne Assessment Prison. So yeah, as you've seen, that Judy Lazarus, people are allowed out of there, you know. There was another guy as well. So yeah, there you go, guys. Melbourne Assessment Prison. Hope yous enjoy that one. Alrighty. Alright, well, we'll leave it there, legends. Yeah, don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in these fucking places. Well, there you go. And that's what you can expect more of in the future. So I've just got my license back. So, yeah, we will be venturing out much, much more. And, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. And, yeah, let me know what crime spots you think are the hottest crime spots in Melbourne right now. Smash it down there in that comment section and we'll do our utmost best to get around and having a look at that. But also coming up, guys, I've just booked in six new interviewees. So over the next 6 or 7 weeks, we will be rolling out 6 new interviewees that are all pretty well-known names. And yeah, let's just say I am waiting back on an answer right now from let's just say an ex-government employee, very high up. And yeah, it'd be good to sit down and have a chat with him and get his side of the story anyway. But anyway, guys, if you haven't already, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. It's the best way to show your support. And if you smash that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my clips again. I have been the Chaos Chronicles, and as always, don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison.
My word, and I don't break them for more people.